Hello everyone, Sylvan Bell coming to you live from Oahu. It is December 29th, 2014. Thought I'd throw in for my people who are in the snow right now. It's almost 4:30 in the afternoon and about 75 degrees with a little bit of breeze. We're talking about mastering the sales basics, okay? So the first one was dress the part. The second one was check the attitude at the door. Third one was be prepared. Fourth one was gonna be show up on time. And fifth, ask really good questions. Ask really good questions, okay? Now, here's the thing. In order to make a sale, you need three things. You need a pain. And that pain has got to be a problem that that buyer has. There's something going on. There's a challenge that they have. Now, hidden backwards in the backwards way, it could be a pleasure that they need, right? So somebody needs to go on vacation. They're tired of work. They're all stressed out. That's relief. You're taking a pain away from them. So whatever process that you have, whatever product, widget, gizmo, service, whatever you have has got to take away the pain for the buyer or give them pleasure somehow that's going to take away the pain, okay? So you really need a pain in order to make the sale. So like people are like, what order I need to make a sale? Like the three minimum things, besides all the sales basics, is pain. Second thing is you need a budget. Now here's what happens. When you go through the sales process with somebody, let's say that you've done everything you can and you've gotten the pain. Now here's the next thing. You got to get to a budget. And a lot of times people are like, well, I don't want to give you a budget. Now there's a couple reasons why. They're afraid that like if you say, okay, the budget's $30,000, guess what? The solution that I have for your problem is $29,975, right? They're worried that you're gonna go up to their budget. Now, the other thing is they're worried that you're gonna go past their budget because everybody's got like this magic mark in their head about how much they think that something should cost, right? So they're thinking, oh, this should cost about $10,000, but in all realities, it's typically two times the amount for whatever you think it's gonna be, okay? So it's always more than what people think. And a lot of times when people won't give you their budget, that's not a good thing. So you have to go through and let them know that, look, hey, you know what, there's no reason that if I can't get to a budget, there's no reason to be here for me at a certain point, but you're gonna have to say it in a polite manner because remember that when I go through this process, I'm taking a whole bunch of information out to make this video as short as possible. Well, not as short as possible, but you know, so it's got enough time to go over enough information, but not that you're sitting here watching me for 2.5 hours, which is still cool anyway, right? So you got pain, you got a budget. Now the third thing you need is a commitment. This person, this group, this entity, whatever they are, they need to have a commitment that they want all of these problems taken care of. And if you don't have that, you really don't have a sale. So when I have a sales guy call me and they're like, Scott, I'm struggling. Okay, tell me about your last call. And they'll tell me, I'll say, well, what kind of pain did they have? And they go, well, pain X, Y, and Z, or for my friends in England, Z. And then, so okay, what was their budget? All right, well, their budget was roughly $20,000. Okay, cool. So we got pain, budget. Did you get a commitment? No, I didn't get a commitment. Okay, well, you know, it's a triangle. If you miss one of them, this whole thing falls apart. You need a pain, you need a budget, you need a commitment. So when we talk about the sales basics, get the pain, find out whatever their problem is or whatever the pleasure that needs to be solved. Second thing is get their budget. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes people are gonna be like, well, I can't give you a budget. There's ways that you could like coach them along the process to get them to help you out. Say, well, you know, what we're talking about, is it more than 100,000? And they're gonna kind of laugh. Depends upon what you're selling though, right? So more than 100,000, no. Is it more than 90? No. Is it more than 80? No. Is it more than 60? No. Is it more than 40? No. Is it more than 30? And they're like, oh, okay, now we're kind of getting there. Because what's going to happen is they're going to see that you're not giving up and that you're going to keep asking these questions. Now have a belief that if you ask a question 3 times in a different variation and they still don't give it to you, there's a problem. So I'm going to go for 4 and 5, and if they're not going to give it to me by then I got to say, hey, look, you know what? I got other people who want to meet with me. Once again, these are my words and I'm shortening them up for the process of the video. And I'm going to have to go unless we can figure out what this budget's going to be. And either they're gonna give it to me or they're not. And if they don't give it to me, I'm okay with it because chances are great I would have gotten to the end and they would have said, I gotta talk to somebody else. I gotta think about it, or whatever weak, lame excuse that they wanna use for giving me an objection is gonna come up, okay? So we got pain, budget, commitment. So mastering the sales basics, we got dress the part, check the attitude at the door, be prepared, show up on time, ask really good questions, and get to the pain, the budget, commitment. Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story. That'd be fantastic. To the right or to the left, like around in here, there's a subscribe button. Subscribe, and then send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Reddit, all the forums. Just, you know, click all the buttons, send it out to everybody. Let them know it was a cool video. Sylvan Bell. Only Scott Bell with Sylvan. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.